Alright, welcome back. Let's get started.
I take it you have concerns.
I can think of a few.
You're only escalating matters.
You expect us to believe you're going to fight your own children?
I can't deny my responsibility for what Valen and Arkan have become. I have to end their bloodshed.
You couldn't have done worse. That's probably true. I don't think this is a little personal to ask, but let's ask it anyway.
What did you see in Valkorion that you had children with him?
You say he was a homicidal tyrant, but that isn't the man I knew. He was benevolent, wise, even kind. At least at first.
He was an emperor.
We never agreed on how the children should be raised, and over time he became more and more distant. More cold. I was afraid for what the children would become. But when I decided to leave, they chose him. I couldn't force them.
You've been lying to us all this time. Now you give us this woe is me story, and we're supposed to take your word for it?
You don't have to take my word. You can ask the immortal emperor himself.
I am not him. I am myself.
When Valkorion was in charge, he wasn't fixated on waging war. If we can get him back on the throne...
Valkorion is a world devourer.
He brought direction and stability to Zakuul.
Trust me, Koth, you don't know him like I do.
No. You don't know him like I do.
Neither of you know him like I do.
Try sharing a little less.
That isn't what I meant.
Interruption. The Republic astromech has established contact.
T7, what does he have for us?
Report. A criminal meatbag on Zakuul has been in search of the Gravestone. This Lady of Sorrows alleges she can establish a dialogue with its computers.
Lady of Sorrows? Good luck with her.
I take it she's trouble.
She's an information broker. Acts as her own enforcer. Never apprehended. So yes, trouble. She operates in Zakuul's old world district. I know it better than anyone. I'll escort you.
So we're going back to Zakuul. Interesting.
Back to Zakuul? Right onto Arkan and Valen's front door?
I don't think they'll expect to find us there. Do you?
It's worth a try, this Lady of Sorrows. But I'd like a word before you leave.
Hopefully it's not another trap.
Who thought the Lady of Sorrows would be the key to figuring you out? Destiny calls.
Now that the truth is out about Valkorion, there's a shortage of trust. I need you to find it within yourself to try.
Try what exactly?
Not an easy task. Koth believes in Valkorion.
Just to build
Senya
trust.
withheld vital information. Neither one trusts the other. That's why you must act as an example.
You really think they're trustworthy?
I'm too much of a realist for absolute trust. Especially after Ziost, but I know their intentions are sound. May the Force serve you well out there.
Alright. How are we doing? Oh, this might be it. Is this it? Force Lord. Yay, level 65.
Some kind of power outage.
Now we still have a whole third left to go. Check the power generator. Well, there are unsealed sections of the ship, apparently. Maybe some wildlife snuck on us as stowaways. Wouldn't be too surprising. I like how the ship is populated now. There's even a pro droid fixing things. Kinda cool. Yep. Energy leech. Or did we pick them up on Asylum?
One less perpetrator.
Either way. Won't be bothering us again. Alright, to the fuse box.
Relays are gunked up or something. We have to clean out the junctions.
Such is the life of a Jedi. Alright. Well. More of these Minoc-like things.
Took care of one.
Alright, where is force mobility? There it is. Actually committed that time, yay. Locate a fuse, no. Jedi mechanic. Oh, okay, bonus is the fuses. Fuse box? Yeah. Yay.
Everything's good to go. What was it?
An infestation. If they'd grown any bigger, we'd have more to worry about than spotty power. We should check the rest of the ship.
Courtesy, I will take it upon myself to eradicate these hostile stowaways, masters. Once I have gathered additional munitions, I will scour the ship from top to bottom.
Whoa, 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 easy! We can have you blasting through the hull left and right.
Appeasement. I can employ knives and blunt force instruments instead. Would that make you feel safer?
Not really.
Next time, you're on cleanup detail.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do the bonus for 27,000 credits. They're all yours, HK. Go at 'em. Where's the shuttle? Surprised I didn't see that twist coming about being the mother. It does seem obvious in retrospect, but I guess the way they introduce her, they actually do fairly well obscuring it.
I love the hand of tithe could not deny.
Faith is one of their gods, I guess? Not sure
We're
if they have a
headed back
religion
into
here.
the heart of Arkan's empire, and you're singing?
What better time? Anyway, where we're going, no one will be looking for criminals. Most of the people there are criminals, which of course presents its own dangers. Even so, I do enjoy visiting the old world. It's a piece of Zakuul history. Valkorian's first attempt at creating a grand society.
A failed attempt.
Only in scale. To him, it wasn't nearly grand enough.
I want to know more about your relationship with Valkorian.
The story really isn't as outlandish as whatever you're
Or just want to know about my nemesis.
We met after I earned a place in his elite guard. I never hesitated to speak my mind, which caught his attention, I suppose. He was fascinating, bold, always completely certain of his next step.
The way you describe him, I can't blame you for taking an interest.
You also have to understand his place in our culture, our psychology, our entire conception of ourselves. He guided Zakuul's prosperity for generations, centuries. What we had wasn't a child's notion of romance, but we were happy. Then Arkan and his brother Thexan were born. I loved them so much. But no matter what I did, they wanted nothing to do with me. And Valkorian wanted nothing to do with them. His mind was somewhere else. He barely spoke, barely acknowledged any of us for weeks at a time. And then, Vaylin. Vaylin was troubled from the start.
So it seems like the Emperor can have more than one voice at a time. Which is interesting, because part of the Sith Warrior storyline, well, minor spoilers, if you want to fast forward a minute, feel free. But part of the Warrior storyline is when his voice is captured on Voss, you have to free him. So if all that time he was also... Maybe he can have multiple bodies, but he can only be like in one at a time. Or at least at the time he could be. I don't know, I'm not sure how that really works, but there are ways to square the circle and fill in the plot holes if you really try.
Was she really dangerous, even as a child?
She made furniture move while she was still in the womb. Tore droids apart as a toddler. Once a guard dropped a ball she tossed. Valen crippled him. I confronted Valkorion. His daughter needed help. His sons needed him. His solution was to cage Valen's mind. Most of her power was locked away, along with most of who she was. He ignored the rest of us outright. I couldn't stand by and watch. I gathered the children. I tried to tell them we needed to go. They laughed and called me weak. Even as children, even with Valen's power restrained, the three of them together were still far more powerful than me. I couldn't force them to go. So, I left.
It is a pretty tragic tale. It's gotta suck to see, like, your entire family essentially turn against you. And your own husband just completely ignore you.
I can't imagine how hard that must have been for you.
Better than being trapped there. Helpless, I transferred
Probably
to the
true.
Knights Enforcement Division and took assignments at the outer fringes of our empire. Valkorion never spoke another word to me. Since then, I've only seen my children in broadcasts of public events, like Thexen's funeral, killed in the Core Worlds. I doubt they even remember me.
Except he wasn't killed in the Core Worlds. He was killed by his brother. Guess she doesn't know that.
Everyone.
And of course, I don't either. U equals welcome. T7 equals ready to assist with mission. Hey, T7.
Seems like you're everywhere.
All equals CT7 is harmless. T7 equals able to go almost anywhere. Lady of Sorrows equals difficult to locate. Operation base equals undetermined.
The Lady of Sorrows is wanted for murder and theft of state secrets, among other charges. The Knights have hunted her for years. No one's come close.
I'm sure the three of us will manage if we work together.
You may not believe this, but it's rare for someone to escape a Knight's justice.
And when that someone is the Knight's own child?
We'll find out, won't we? Could I... Is it possible for me to talk to him? To Valkorion?
I don't think it works that way, exactly.
Sure, we
Lots
can
of
hear you
things
though.
live down here. Few of them friendly. We should be careful.
Before we press on, looks like I have some mail, so let's go ahead and see who's mailing me this time. 6-second mail droid summon. Come on. There's no reason for that. Alright. From Tanovic. I've got to admit, I figured the stories were true and you died on Zakuul. Never thought I'd find myself hanging with a legend come back from the grave over some worthless thief. Don't know what your angle is with Tora, but if I catch her sniffing around my business again, she's dead. The upside to my day is that all those merchants saw me walk away from you, and now my skim off them is double what it used to be. They think we're pals. I cut you on the take, but you don't seem like the type to be interested. You and me will just stay out of each other's way, like a couple of fracks and sharks chasing the same fish. There's plenty to eat. Real nice guy, that Tanovic. And from Heskel. Your prowess as a warrior was never in question. Our duel was not designed to test your skill or restraint. I needed to see the fate you were concealing. I now know the Eternal Emperor's spirit lives within you, and that your refusal to accept his gift is what blinded my scions. Know that Valkorion is your ally and wishes to see this galaxy restored. When the final battle comes, he will stand with you. Let his power flow through you and guide us all to victory. Well, they're his diligent disciples, I see. But, not sure I'm going to take their advice on that. Terrestrial droids. Lots of droids around here. Another cool level design. I feel bad I'm not taking more time to like stop and enjoy the scenery, but
Finished.
it is getting very late, and I would very much like to finish this tonight.
Let's go! One less perpetrator.
Can you do that? No.
Took care of one for you.
So I'm going to turn this off. There we go. We need to go left up here, it looks like. What is he fixing? Thin air? Huh. That's a little weird.
You know your way around a fight, T7. I don't doubt it. We'll trade stories sometime. No getting up from that.
Yeah, they're gonna see me. There we go. I like how he's following you too, even though he's not like an actual companion.
Easier
At least
than
not
I
yet.
thought. No getting up from that.
Alright. Now where to? This way, I guess. Oh, security investigation unit. More security guards. Just trying to do their job.
Perpetrator.
Keep the undercity safe. Now I have to kill them though. Is that a holocall?
Update. Extermination efforts aboard the Gravestone have been slower than anticipated, Master. It seems quite unnecessary that I clean up the creature's remains. They clearly serve as an effective warning to other potential stowaways. But Master Retainer was quite insistent, so the ship will be quite clean upon your return.
What does the return of our great Swtor mean to you?
See. I went down one stairway and went right up the other one, didn't I? A train go by. Are we gonna get hit by it if we go... Wait. Did I do it again? Yeah, I'm confused. This is telling me to go up. And then I go up. Oh, okay. Go this way. It is like a metro station. It's kind of cool. Everyone has one of those symbols.
This is the old world as most Zakuulans know it. A place to mingle with the rabble and then go home to brag about it. One big party. I have a contact nearby. Need to go alone.
Does this mean you're back to ruthless enforcer, Senya?
Yes.
Not too bad as far as undercities go. Certainly seen worse. TC equals tapping old world surveillance feeds. Mission equals dangerous. U plus T7 equals guaranteed success. And now we have T7. Who once again is a healer. Alright. We'll see how strong T7 actually is.
You saw the Lady of Sorrows. Yeah, of course you did. What does she...
I don't like how it's so far away from your name though. I guess you have like a title on. Not as bad. Oh, guess we have some friends. I'm on elevator. This one's still pretty slow. I like the glass elevator back at the in chapter 3. Chapter 3 or chapter 2? Probably chapter 3. Yeah, it was chapter 3. That one was super fast. Nice view though. That I enjoy. Did I just forget to get off? Oh, I did. Crap. Oh. Oh, I looked away from the screen for 1 second. And I missed it. Well. Enjoy the view one more time. Sorry about that. Alright, here we go. Because it doesn't stop there very long either. Almost have to jump off. T7 equals detect contact nearby. Contact equals droid. T7 equals sorry, and we'll return shortly.
I had always intended to visit the old world. I thought I would have the time. Delightful.
You couldn't have mentioned Senya was the mother of your children?
I wanted to see what she would do. In the end, she chose to place her trust in you and your associates.
You claim you want to help, but you're still playing the same old head games.
I granted her the freedom to make her own decision, just as I have with you.
If that were true, you'd leave my mind. Now.
Contact equals highly informative. Valuable data feed location equals identified. U plus T7 equals almost done. Who's that?
Priority call for High Justice Valen. She'll want to know who I just spotted.
Uh-oh. That can't be good. Damn socialites. Oh. Aha, made it. Did it summon a new droid? It did. One just for me. Another elevator. Oh, good timing on that one. So many elevators. Why, Bioware, why? She barely made it. Alright, last feed. Good. I was about to say, how many of these are there? Is that it? No. Can't tell whose enemies are whom. Like at this point we could just sit here all day killing people. Knock it out of combat. Alright. Fast past the terminal. See, we're still in combat. I want to put him on passive mode, I think. Come on. No, we're still in combat. Still in combat with whom? There we go. That's kind of poorly designed. Mission equals complete. T7 equals... No way I was going to read it that fast.
If you can read me, I made some new friends. Could use a hand.
I'm on my way.
T7 equals beginning next mission. U plus T7 equals meet on Gravestone later. U plus Senya equals good luck. Alright.
I don't get why the Heralds want to see everything.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, it's like a dueling arena down there. My money's on the big guy. Tree boxes up there. That's pretty cool. Wonder if that's going to be part of our quest or if that's just for decoration.
Feel the power of Zildog's claws!
Alrighty. Herald of Zildrog. Start a new companion now. Come on, am I lagging? There we go. I just serve a life from so many people in the area.
Who were they?
Heralds of Zodrog. Cultists longing for the return of a mythical serpent god.
Great.
Used to be they were just a nuisance. Now they're militant.
Good show! Absolutely wonderful!
Are these people for real?
Their lives are uneventful. No hardship. They come here to feel something.
Interesting.
There you are.
I couldn't just play video games.
Sicking heralds on me, Reg? Not too bright.
It wasn't me. The Heralds run the old world now. They made a deal.
With Arkan? What kind of deal?
Heralds keep crime down, and the Knights keep out. You stick around, they'll blame it on me. You gotta go.
Tell me where to find the Lady of Sorrows first.
Some kind of joke, right? I'll take my lumps from the Heralds over the Lady any day.
And where do I fit on that list?
What?
Ouch. Low blow.
You know what I can do, Reg. Need another reminder?
That guy's voice actor is Bodon Fedek from Dragon Age, so it's like driving me. Like that's all I hear when I'm listening to him talk. It's this little dwarf merchant.
Senya, stop. This isn't the way to get answers.
It's the only way they understand. Back off and let me do my job.
Wait a minute, wait. I was gonna say you don't want to mess with the lady. Then I was gonna say, but hey, that's your prerogative. You've always been square with me. I'll be square with you. Don't gotta hit me.
Where is she?
I don't know. But I do know who to talk to. There's a data seller at Market Station, Mona Gale. She works with the lady all the time.
Mona Gale. All right. Sorry. Let's go.
Guess who I found?
The Outlander?
Right under our noses in the old world.
Alone.
Oh no. That's the best bit. Mother is here too. Shouldn't we go say hello?
Why would they escape only to return? Let them do what they came here for. I'll see that they don't dawdle.
He must not be very bright if he wants me to succeed. Some loading issues? There we go. Why am I glowing red? Armor reduced. Okay, that's kind of cool. But just a bug, I think. Alright, travel to the tram market. Can we mount here? You can't mount here. Alright. And we will rocket boost. Interesting idea, though, that this empire is so perfect and Valkyrian did so much good for his people that they're all just too complacent and too content. They need something. Oh, can we make it? Can we make it? Yes, we made it. That was close. They need something to spice up their lives, and that's why they come down here. I suppose in some ways that's actually similar to aspects of our world.
Far from where I ended a mugging ring one time.
Among sunglasses.
Good memories.
What's that over there? Well, some kind of fly text through the walls. Oh, come on, come on! Can we be lucky twice in a row? Oh, grr. Missed it by that much. Not sure which speeder this is. An old speeder. That's just a random one, I think, that maybe everybody gets, or...
The arena fights were brutal. I'd shut them down if I could.
Oh, maybe we are going to be in the arena.
Come on, hit him! Hit him! You are kidding me!
16,000, Mr. Wyndon.
6 in a row. Random matchups. You have to have an in, Mona. Tell me.
Enough data at your disposal and anything's possible. Want to see if 7's your lucky number?
Scamming citizens isn't legal, Mona Gale.
I'm not scamming anyone. And knights have no authority here.
Yes, you are. And I don't care. The Lady of Sorrows. Where is she?
If I knew where to find my most lucrative, reclusive, and dangerous meal ticket, I wouldn't give that up for one night and whatever you're supposed to be.
I am Bar-Senthor of the Jedi Order.
I have no idea what that is. Sounds made up, don't you think?
Yeah, I would probably just say a Jedi.
This is your Emperor. Hear me.
This should be good.
The criminal who plunged our great Spire into darkness and chaos has finally been identified.
Here we go.
The craven outlander who assassinated your immortal Emperor, my dear father, has escaped custody and remains at large, aided by a rogue knight of Zakuul. These deadly agitators were last sighted in the old world. If you encounter them, contact an authority figure immediately.
Authority figure.
So, where were we?
You were about to tell them where to find the Lady of Sorrows.
Except I can't. I really can't. I don't even know how to reach her. She only ever contacts me. But she does occasionally meet with the Heralds in Breaktown. They have some kind of truce. That's the best I can do. Just don't agitate us.
I'm gonna go with this one, actually.
How about you stop taking advantage of others?
Sure. Whatever you say.
I don't know if he meant to, but Arkin inadvertently helped me there.
Breaktown's the underbelly of the underbelly. No mingling there. Only corruption and torment. You know, we might owe Arkin a thank you for unintentionally helping us. That announcement really brought you some clout.
If this is unintentional help, I'd hate to see what it looks like when it's on purpose.
Yeah, I don't think this will last very long. Alright, let's head over this way. This is the speeder we just picked up. I think it very well might be. First skill trainers, interesting. Here we go. Really is its own little city. Oh, that is bad. Not the first time I've ever done that. Are you gonna res me? No, you're not. Fine. At least it's not far. Actually, we might even be closer to where we were going, so I think that worked out well. Unintentionally. Speaking of unintentional aid.
This is it. Breaktown. Where people who fall on hard times keep falling. Even when the Knights policed the old world, we never lingered around here for very long.
I can see why.
I know where the Heralds are headquartered, but they won't give up any information willingly.
It's not like we have any other choice.
No, it's not.
They seem determined to meet you. No, I told them Breaktown, but that's all. Like I want to get on your bad side.
You, Gale. You've seen the fugitives?
Come on, you know how this works. You give credits, I give information.
We know they were sent here. Tell us everything, or end up like your associate.
What associate?
I believe his name was Reg something.
You know who I work for.
And you know who we work for.
Good old T7. Yeah, our XP boost is still going. Okay, so we've only been at this 2 hours 15 minutes? Seems like longer than that. Or is this a longer XP boost? I didn't really stop to look at the time, I just figured it was 3 hours like the rest of them. It wasn't one of these. It was a special...
Update. I am determined that the industrial strength cleansers that Master Vortainer insisted upon using are, in fact, highly lethal when applied to the infesting creatures directly. This revelation should accelerate my completion of the task considerably, Master.
Had fun with that, HK. Yeah, I think I got this one from a Cantina pack.
Between us and their leader. They call him the Exalted. Arkan put him in charge here, but he's little more than a servant, and not a sane one.
About time you got here.
Koth?
T7 told me you were headed into Breakdown. Figured the rest for myself. Didn't think there was a scenic route to get here.
What in Skyva's name are you doing here? Couldn't trust us to get the job done?
I didn't stay ahead of you all those years by trusting the wrong people. No offense, Outlander. You at least, I want to trust. So let me clue you in. The Exalted hates Knights. He won't say one word to Senya.
I'll make him talk.
Look, I'm regular people. I speak their language. You want to make a deal with the Heralds? I'm your man.
They're delusional thugs. There's no deal to be made.
Ah, interesting choice. Yeah, I buy Koth's argument. Let's see if we can play good cop and them to play ball.
Koth, come on. Let's see what you can do. Senya, hang tight. We may still need you in there.
Wish I could bring them both, and they could actually have a good cop and a bad cop. So be it. We will make do.
Don't know how anyone could live like this. Zakuul is supposed to be better.
Whoa, that's one of those big EV speeders. Or KP, maybe. Either way, it's kind of unwieldy.
Feel better? More where that came from.
The area transition. For a second there, I thought it might be the start of a new chapter. I was like, do I end the episode, or do I keep going? But yeah, we kept going. I figured because it's called Lady of Sorrows, we probably get to actually meet the Lady of Sorrows. My buffs were off. Oops. And he's a healer. Why is everyone a healer?
Wouldn't mind a challenge now and then.
Oh, we're in combat, right? There we go.
I can do this all day. Took one out. Target down. Wouldn't mind a challenge now and then. More where that came from. Zealots. Great to have around if they're on your side.
And they rarely are. Cool room, though.
Thank you, Outlander. You saved me the trouble of hunting you down.
He's the head weirdo.
I need information I'm told only you can provide.
Do I strike you as someone who cares what you want? You cannot be allowed to remain in the old world. Your presence threatens the order we have fought to maintain.
And you've done a good job from all I've seen. Koth Vortainer, Former naval officer. Former local. Spent a lot of my youth in the old world. Hand-to-mouth was a real mess back then. Got a great deal with Arkin, but he could pull the plug on it at any second for any reason. What if he couldn't?
How do you mean?
When the Outlander and I pull Arkin from the throne, you won't have to answer to him anymore. All we need is to meet with the Lady of Sorrow, so we can convince her to come with us. I bet you can make that meeting happen.
You want to supplant Valkorian's brat and take my greatest adversary out of the old world? Sounds fantastic. But how do the two of you intend to dethrone Arkin?
We have more power than you realize.
Power. Arkin gave us power, only to implement so many restrictions that we are in many ways powerless. And he has sapped the very spirit from Zakuul. Most don't even realize. But his undoing, it cannot be at your hands.
Why not?
Valkorian's fall, Arkin's rise, it all conforms to prophecy. You do not.
So he's also one of the believers.
Only when the prophecy is realized will our great serpent return to cleanse Zakuul in fiery death. You cannot be allowed to succeed.
Thought we were getting along.
On my mark.
Oh, is that her?
Exalted.
I'm busy!
The Lady of Sorrow demands your attention now.
I've seen one like that before, back in your part of the galaxy.
Your grip on the old world has become a stranglehold. You continue to act counter to the Lady's interests, most recently with the murder of our contractor, Mona Gale.
This can wait. I have company.
The Lady has decided to renegotiate the terms of your agreement.
We made a deal!
And now, you will agree to a new deal.
Father! Brennan! Release him at once!
Come to the Razor. You and the Lady can discuss your son's future. And you, the Lady would like to speak with you as well.
Well, good, because the feeling is mutual.
I know why I want to see her, but what does she want from me?
The Lady of Sorrows is fully aware of who you are. Outlander. And now she also knows what you're after.
She would like me to assure you it's not a trap, and that I'm unharmed.
So that's that. Under no circumstances are you to kill the Outlander. Understood?
Understood. Kill the Outlander.
Of course. I guess whoever you leave behind gets captured. That's kind of cool. We're gonna seek her out anyway, but
Dragon's fire.
now we have to seek her out to rescue our friend.
Took one out.
We're gonna make negotiations difficult, but we'll see what we can do. On another note, I think I'm probably going to make this the last episode for tonight. I'll do the rest tomorrow morning. Starting to get sleepy, and I want to be actually awake when I do the last two chapters so that I can actually enjoy them. Not that it matters to you guys, because I'm sure I'll post them all at once anyway. Oh, no CC breaker. I could use my barrier, but I'm not gonna waste it.
Target down.
I prefer to say that as a measure of last resort. I wish I had a taunt. Yeah, I'm here.
Target down.
Well, lots of them you have to defeat for the bonus.
More where that came from.
Where is the entrance? Over here? This map is kind of hard to read. I guess you go under it and then go this way. The idea there.
Target down.
Yeah, we aggro somebody. Great. I guess I keep hearing that comm sound.
My sensors
Oh, there we
cannot
go.
detect any further traces of the infestation aboard the Gravestone, Master. Recommendation. You may wish to acquire 30 to 40 gallons of industrial cleanser while you're in the Spire. Our stocks have been somewhat depleted.
It turns out the comm sound means
I can do this all day.
the comm is actually getting a call.
Wouldn't mind
Who
a
knew?
challenge now and then.
Almost might as well kill 5 more of them, but we don't get very much from it, so. Now that we're level 65, doesn't really matter at all, not that it did in the first place. And my pirate ship. Why am I stuck? There's an invisible wall here. Means I have to aggro these guys. Alright.
Or where that came from.
Oh, fine. We're going in there anyway, aren't we? It's like it.
I can do this all day. Target down.
Yay! Now what? Oh, talk to him? No. I see. Do I? There we go. Alright. That should do the trick. Now I guess the razor is over here. Oh, this guy, that was like the PvP speeder or the expensive speeder. I sold something like this. I never really wanted the super expensive ones, but I did invest in them to sell them for a profit later on.
A long time ago, the razor was the place to be. Now, I'd rather be back in the swamp.
Alright. There you are.
Time to take a stand. Or where that came
Oh, these force chokes. Alright, take the penthouse lift. Reminds me of CC198 a little bit, the level design.
Target down.
Just a little bit. When I stun him just so he doesn't stun me.
Wouldn't mind a challenge now and then. I can do this all day.
You could maybe, but some of us have to get to sleep, so.
Target down.
Alright. Now this is a cool room. I like this area. Still reminds me of CZ198 just a little bit, but actually a really nice like a arboretum slash greenhouse kind of place.
I can do this all day. Wouldn't mind a challenge now and then. More where that came from.
Oh, he's choking. What's his name this time? Making sure he didn't drop any good loot. Pretty sure most of them don't, unless you get like really lucky. At Novo. I have a guildmate who goes by Novo sometimes.
I knew I would find you.
Oh, was one of them the guy I let go before?
New partner?
I am not amused. Valen killed Tannic for failing to stop your escape. I have been waiting for this moment ever since.
I can start shooting now, right?
Cause Fortuna. Treason. Sedition. Gross incompetence.
You made the last one up.
I'm glad we risked coming to the old world. Now we get credit for neutralizing 2 criminals.
In the name of Arkin, surrender!
Alright. I wonder how that goes differently if you spare his partner, or if you don't spare his partner. Does he just do the same thing, but he's motivated by revenge instead of whatever he's motivated by now? Maybe it's still revenge.
I don't need to be a scion to see your epitaph. Here lies the Outlander who brought disorder and ruin to Zakuul.
Better than yours.
You're wrong about me. You might even live long enough to see it.
I thought Ray knows just how to punch somebody and knock him out. With the Force,
He's
maybe,
driven,
but
that guy.
the punch?
I doubt they'll stop gunning for you.
We'll leave it for them to decide.
Alright, let's finally meet this lady, shall we? About time.
The Heralds had a head start. Be ready for anything. We could be stepping out into a minor war.
I know a thing or two about war.
Is she gonna be somebody we know? I feel like she is. Otherwise, why would they not have showed her until this point?
I know.
Did Nadia?
You didn't get the deal you wanted, but you did get the deal you deserve.
Ah, okay.
Think of it this way, Exalted. You'll finally be with your great serpent.
Scorpio. She was one of my favorite agent companions. Definitely the most memorable, too. Probably my favorite, actually. I don't remember who the others even were.
I'm curious, Outlander. What would you do with the Exalted son?
Leave the Herald.
You got what you wanted. Let him pursue his life as he sees fit.
Not unreasonable. But my full intent has yet to be achieved. There's nothing to stop you from becoming the new Exalted now. I expect you to honor your end of our agreement.
Of course. I can finally lead the Heralds to the glorious future we deserve.
I see.
You will have your just rewards.
Then leave.
All part of their plots.
Never had anyone sneak up on me like that. I'm lucky she didn't want me dead.
I'm glad you're all right, Senya.
Thanks. Since we need her help and she had me at a sizable disadvantage, I told her about the Gravestone. But you I didn't have to tell her about.
You're the Lady of Sorrows? A droid?
You shouldn't have...
I'm no droid by Swtor. I'm an intelligence beyond comprehension. You may call me Scorpio. I've come to Zakuul to further my heuristic directive of self-improvement. This self-iteration is number 1084.
A lot of
The
self-improvement.
proposal put forth by your colleague intrigues me enough that I've decided to accompany you.
Is that right?
Continue operations in my stead. Annihilate the Heralds if you must. I will remain in touch.
Very well.
Guess you convinced her.
Don't think I had to. She's unlike any machine I've ever come across.
It's dangerous, but also fascinating.
Not exactly what I expected, but close. Shall we depart?
I could see her leading some kind of like droid revolution in the future.
Hold on. What did you expect?
Only a slight deviation from expectations. There is no cause for concern.
Another elevator ride.
Why are you agreeing to help?
I wish to speak to the Gravestone.
Aha.
I look forward to communicating with an intellect that rivals my own for a change.
What about Arkin?
He has something of mine. The severity of his error must be recognized.
What did he take? Just asking.
Curious as well. Alright, is that gonna be is that gonna be it for the chapter? It's not quite yet. Watching some fleet movements, are we?
Fleet units 522, 865, and 983 will prepare for deployment. Combat protocols fully engaged. The Outlander will not escape us this time.
All Gemini command units confirm. Preparations are already underway.
Some of her designs. I see. Wonder if this will be the end of the chapter then. Waiting for the press spacebar to continue. Alright, that's it. So, in that case, I might do just a bit of the next episode tonight because I'm not sure you can restart it once you leave. But, yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the first 7 episodes. 2 more to go, so don't miss them.